Hello crypto friends, welcome to the channel. Today we are diving into an exciting chapter of the Cosmos ecosystem AtomOne, one of the most interesting and underrated coins of today. Over the next 10 minutes we'll explore who created AtomOne, when it happened and why the split with the parent network occurred. We'll also break down what problems it solves and what prospects it holds. So grab your coffee, hit like, subscribe and the bell, let's go! Let's start at the beginning. AtomOne is a fork of Cosmos Hub, and its creation is linked to one of the most influential figures in the Cosmos ecosystem, Jack Kwon. Kwon is a co-founder of Cosmos and the creator of the Tendermint consensus algorithm, which powers the network and has already built a vast ecosystem of blockchains. The idea of AtomOne emerged in late 2023, sparked by a controversial vote in the Cosmos community on Proposal 848. This proposal passed on November 25, 2023, reduced the Atom token's inflation rate from 14% to 10%, a change that Kwon and many others opposed. Just a few days later, on November 27, 2023, Kwon announced AtomOne as a minimal fork of Cosmos Hub. He began working on its Genesis file, which can be found on GitHub around the same time the vote began. It wasn't a spontaneous decision, it was a response to years of internal disagreements in the Cosmos community over the network's direction. AtomOne's launch was supported by the community, with more than 50 validators joining early on, and it became a historic moment with the largest airdrop in Cosmos history, the distribution of 96.99 million ATONE tokens to Atom holders. So why did Kwon do it? He believed in the original vision of Cosmos security and decentralization was under threat. AtomOne became his way of preserving that vision while offering a new path forward. Now let's talk about the big split. The differences between AtomOne and Atom stem from fundamental disagreements about tokenomics and security. When Proposal 848 passed, its goal was to curb inflation to make Atom more attractive by reducing price pressure. But Kwon argued that Atom was never meant to be a monetary token, its purpose was to secure the network through staking, not to chase financial gains. He believed that reducing inflation leads to overpaying for security, and some agreed, arguing that high inflation dilutes Atom's value. On the other hand, supporters of the proposal claimed that the network could remain secure without such high inflation, pointing to other successful Layer 1 blockchains. This clash of philosophies, security versus economics, created a cultural divide that couldn't be bridged. After the vote, Atom's price dropped 9% in 24 hours, reflecting market uncertainty. Kwon's response was to fork the chain, creating AtomOne with a different approach. Unlike Atom, AtomOne maintains a high inflation cap to properly reward validators and stakers. It also introduced a dual token model, ATONE for governance and PHOTON for transactions, a stark contrast to Atom's single token system. This split wasn't just technical, it was a political statement with an enhanced ATONE airdrop for those who voted against Proposal 848. Some fear this fork might divide the community as seen with other splits like Bitcoin Cash, but others see a chance for innovation. What do you think? Tell us in the comments. So, what problems does AtomOne solve? First, it tackles centralization risks in Cosmos Hub. The original network's delegation system allowed high voting power validators to dominate, reducing decentralization. AtomOne redesigns this with a balanced proof-of-stake algorithm, aiming to raise the Nakamoto coefficient, a measure of network decentralization, by distributing voting power more evenly. Second, it improves Interchain Security (ICS). The current ICS model purely incentivizes smaller validators, leaving them at a loss. AtomOne's ICS model uses containerization to simplify layer deployment, allowing consumer chains to focus on application while AtomOne handles consensus. This could solve scalability issues. Third, governance was a pain point. Cosmos Hub's delegation-based voting gave validators excessive influence. AtomOne removes this, allowing individual ATONE holders to vote directly, with validators stepping in only for urgent technical proposals. This aims to democratize decision-making. Finally, AtomOne solves tokenomics confusion. By separating ATONE for staking and PHOTON for fees, the PHOTON shall be the only fee token except for ATONE to PHOTON burn transactions. This applies for all transactions on the root and core shards and all IBC and ICS payments. ATONE tokens may be burned to PHOTON tokens at a conversion rate set by law such that the total amount of photons mintable through burning ATONE tokens shall be kept at 1 billion photon tokens. How to participate? 1. Create a Keplr or LEAP wallet. If this is new to you and you don't know what to do, write in the comments and we'll definitely make a video about it. Also, check out our video on how not to get scammed. 2. Buy AtomOne on Osmosis. 3. Delegate tokens to a stable and professional validator like our validator VALIDARIOS. 4. Follow updates on Discord. Lots of new and exciting things ahead. What does the future hold for AtomOne? Let's look at its prospects. First, its community-driven nature is a strength, with over 1.1 million Atom addresses receiving ATONE tokens and 50+ validators since launch. It's building a strong base. The V2 update in 2025 introduced PHOTON, improving transaction efficiency, and GitHub activity shows ongoing development. Success depends on community engagement and whether it avoids the fate of other failed forks. If it delivers on its promises of security and scalability, AtomOne could become a key player in the Interchain future, on at least an interesting alternative to Cosmos Hub. Some skeptics question whether the initial airdrop artificially inflated its value, so it's worth watching how sustainable its tokenomics are. Crypto story began with Bitcoin, and every following coin is directly or indirectly its fork. AtomOne isn't just another fork. It's a big for a new era of blockchain governance. The team learned from Atom but created their own alternative, more decentralized, transparent, and community-oriented. We are proud, inspired, and excited to be part of this community and contribute to its growth. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and the bell for more crypto insights. Tell us in the comments, are you staking ATONE? And do you believe AtomOne will reshape Cosmos? Also, let us know what topic you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the blockchain world. And remember, I am not giving any financial advice. The only advice: do not let yourself shift.
Let's go! I run these notes like I run these streets, yeah. Checking the seat, never miss a beat. No downtime, uptime where I eat. Best in the game and they can't compete. I'm steady, heavy, nobody shakes me. Locking the block, who the hell gonna chase me? Proof in the numbers ain't messing with fate. I'll sign and verify, keep your fucking chain straight. Wake up, boost to the machine, I'm cold. Look around, every move with my posted code. You flex in the club, I flex in the low. Tickets to my name, validators on hold. Serious metrics, the rest mode, man. No breaks up time, I'm the whole damn plan. Safety's a promise, the rest all talk. Boss in the system, you step then you walk. I run these notes like I run these streets, yeah. Checking the sync, never miss a beat. No downtime, uptime where I eat. Best in the game and they can't compete.
Well, you thought it's random, nice precision. Zero slip up, razor sharp vision.
Stuck in the blocks like my ambition. Catch up full stuck in remission.
Я тут ламаю ці коди, як стіні брат. І вись як кіт, післетіть валідаторський шлях. Тестери, логи, контроль, я фанат. Всі на серверах, а я вже 100 крат. Немає там фейлу, лише продуктив. Відчуваю пульс кожної транзакції в ефір. Відсутність багів, це мій мотив. Пацани сплять, я валю на full gear.
Oh, run these notes like I run these streets, yeah. Checking the sync, never miss a beat. No downtime, uptime where I eat. Best in the game and they can't compete.
Hotline the bug in the late night. That they in my veins, never out of sight. Rivals try to surf, they drown in my bite. Crash this stack, I launch another flight. Fucking relentless, that's my code book. Fearless in the route, go ahead, just look. Best name in the log, that's what it took.
VALIDARIO never show. I run these notes like I run these streets, yeah. Checking the sync, never miss a beat. No downtime, uptime where I eat. Best in the game and they can't compete.
VALIDARIOS in the zone, never retreat. If you're not real, get off my beat.